Hey guys, how are you? And welcome back to my channel. On today's video, you guys know that I did a no buy video. That day was sort of hectic for my mind and for my decision. But when I really made the choice, and it took a lot of tries and fails before I decided to really post this video, because I've been talking about a no buy for ages. If you guys follow me, you know this. But I was so afraid to start it because I was so afraid that I was gonna fail. And I know that we don't fail just because we fail because we wanna fail. We don't fail in a decision or a choice without us being involved in breaking our promises. So I wanted to make this video because that video was sort of me all over the place, emotional, blah blah blah. I've been thinking about rules because I need to show you guys or tell you guys about a few rules that I want to incorporate into my no buy, so that you guys know if I show you a new product, why did I get a new product, if it's gonna be a no buy year. For those of you who don't know what a no buy is, on my channel, which is a beauty channel, but I'm gonna apply it in a lot of things in my life, just spending in general, but mostly makeup because makeup is my main thing. A no buy is just making the choice to just don't buy any more makeup when I don't need it. You guys have seen how much makeup I have because of a few makeup collection videos that I'm gonna leave in my makeup collection playlist below. But I'm also gonna be doing an inventory of the products so that you know what I'm starting with, because a lot of those products from my makeup collection videos that I did, some of them are not in my collection anymore. So before I go all over the place, I have notes right here, so I'm actually gonna follow them to tell you everything that you need to know. So if you want to see the rules for my no buy year or no buy low buy year, then just keep on watching. The first thing is why. Why am I doing a no buy? And one of the reasons is because I can't and I won't spend money on makeup that I don't need to fill voids in my life that are not gonna be filled with makeup purchases or purchases in general. The second reason is because I want to actually enjoy what I have, and you guys know that I always do series like Project Progresses and Project Pants, and I actually use what I have. I'm the type of person that will show you one product time after time, video after video, and I won't be ashamed of it because that's real life. You love what you love. So I want to enjoy even more of my collection since I have so much, and I just don't want to feel the guilt that I feel every time I make a purchase. It's sort of this happy feeling when I'm making the purchase, and then soon after I push place order and I get an order confirmation, this guilt just comes over me, and it's just not a good feeling because I have a few debts that I need to pay. I moved from the US to Colombia, so I make money in pesos, which is actually harder because you have to transform then pesos into dollars to pay what you owe in the US. And $1, it's 3,000 pesos. So for every dollar that I need to purchase, I have to pay 3,200 pesos. And it's going up. So I need to be able to send this money because I've never failed on a payment and I never plan on doing that. But I want to just get rid of my debt. And purchasing makeup and growing my debt is not the way to go. Another reason is that I've never saved money in my life. At one point when I was little, I used to do it, but I've never been able to save money since I'm a grown up. And I want to be able to have control of my finances. I want to have better judgment when it comes to the money that I make and how I spend it, or how I place it towards a certain debt that I have. That's, I guess, my main reason, and that's what made me just squeeze myself hard and think about it and start this no buy, because I don't want to owe a lot of money, and I don't need to be owing a lot of money and then adding to that debt with makeup. It just doesn't make any sense. Also, I know that I can do it. I've done a 3-month no buy. Why am I gonna do it for a year? It's because after I did that 3 months, I felt that I needed to just make myself happy and reward myself by purchasing like the amount of makeup that I didn't buy on the 3 month period. So it didn't make any sense. And I've been going crazy on my makeup purchases, and a lot of things I'm good about, like mascaras, primers. Mascaras, primers. This year I didn't buy, I think, foundations, or maybe I bought like 2 foundations. But I don't make compulsive purchases in all the categories of makeup, but there are some that, oh my goodness, I go crazy yearly, like a year of foundation, a year of eyeshadow palettes. So I know that I can do it, and I want to just go cold turkey and don't buy makeup if I don't need it. I have to put like a PS in there, or like a little star in there. I'm a makeup artist. So I will purchase makeup for my kit, but it's gonna be like on my no buy. If I don't need it, and if I don't need to replace an item, I won't buy it. But I'll be buying more makeup than if I was just a regular person with a regular job that has nothing to do with makeup in a no buy, because my job requires me to buy makeup. I'm also a personal shopper. So in my rules, I'm gonna add, when I purchase products for my clients, I get points, and I get point perks or just samples, and those samples go to me. So I don't have to make a purchase for myself to get new samples and sometimes free stuff. And then the more logical reason why is because I don't need more makeup. And I've gone through these phases where I go to Sephora online, the app, and I look at everything, new releases and everything, and I'm like, I don't really want anything. So I don't know why I start purchasing stuff when I know that I don't need it. So the no buy is gonna make me be focused on products that are just staples in my collection, like Bioderma, Cotton Browns. Then if I run out of a shade on my kit of foundation that I can't be without because I have to do makeup on every single skin tone. And there are shades that are hard to mix, and sometimes I have so many clients that I can't waste time just mixing foundations. And then stuff like if I run out of a brow gel, of a brow pencil and stuff like that, I need to be able to replenish those, but just making boring purchases, not something that I want to just buy 3 mascaras because I want to try them. Not that that's my case, but foundation, for example, I'm a foundation junkie. I don't want to be like, okay, so Marc Jacobs released a foundation, and then Becca released a foundation, and Benefit released a foundation, and I have to try them all. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to try and go through what I have. And the main reason is because I don't need any makeup. That's the main reason why I'm doing this no buy. When I started the no buy, my last video, the last no buy video, when I told you guys the announcement that I was gonna go into a no buy, that was when the no buy started. I think it was December 9th, if I'm not mistaken. And I'm gonna hold it up till December 9th of 2019. Another thing to keep in mind is that I filmed the no buy video, the first one that I filmed, about a month ago. And I wasn't editing it because my computer was damaged, and I started panicking that I was gonna go into a no buy. So I placed a few orders, and you guys know that my orders take a while to come here because my makeup gets sent to a locker in the US and they ship it. So sometimes I let things accumulate, and then I have to pay for only one shipment. So I have a few things that you're gonna see me showing them to you on this channel that I purchased before December 9th. So December 9th is my starting date, but there are packages that haven't arrived. And that's when you know you have a problem. I was just getting anxious because I wasn't gonna buy any makeup. Even though I'm gonna buy makeup, it's just makeup that I need and not a lot of wants for my makeup collection. Things to know. So I wrote a list of things that you guys need to know. Thoughts and everything that I was writing down when I was thinking about the rules of this no buy. The first thing is that you'll be seeing the purchases that I made as panic purchases, and I'm gonna maybe title that video Panic Makeup Haul, and you'll see there what I mean with I have an issue. So that will make you comprehend better why I'm doing this. Second, and I know that this is just on me, but I'm afraid to fail. Nobody's gonna stop talking to me if I fail. You guys are not gonna stop being my subscribers and supporters if I fail. But I'm afraid to fail because I really need to succeed, and I know that it's up to me, but it's just something that I have inside of me that I'm afraid to just not be able to do it or just to be sad the whole time. Also, I'm anxious about the knowledge that I'm not buying makeup. Even if I'm buying staples, I'm anxious that I know that I won't be purchasing as much makeup as I always do, because I've been purchasing makeup since 2013 compulsively. So that's why my makeup collection is this big. But I have to make something clear. I'm a makeup artist. Makeup is part of my job. And I do love makeup. So I don't buy it and don't know what I have. I know everything that I have in my collection. Everything. Even if my collection is huge, when I'm missing one product, my mom will laugh at me. But I know when a brush is missing. I know when one brush is missing, and I have over, I think, 100 and something brushes. 100 or 200 brushes, something crazy like that. And I know when one brush is just not in my collection. I know that I've lost one bronzer in my collection, for example, the Cargo Medium Matte Blush. So I know my makeup and I truly love it. And I do project progresses and project pans before doing this no buy because I love enjoying my makeup. I keep panning products. I get to know my products because I love the science behind makeup. It's not only just a palette for me. It's my life, my work, and my passion. So the reason why this is so hard and it makes me anxious is because it's something that I do and that I would love to do if I have more money to do it, not just for making purchases, even though I love making purchases and I love being a shopper, but and I don't love being a shopper. I love the feeling that I get when I shop, but it's not only that, it's the final product. I love to study it and use it on my clients and discover new formulas. It's just something fun for me and it's part of my job. So that's not the reason why I'm doing this. I don't feel that it's bad to love makeup. I feel that if you have to go into depth to love your makeup, then you're just doing something wrong and you shouldn't be doing it that quickly. You can learn about formulas when you have the money to try them without going into depth. That being said, I don't think that shopping is a bad thing. I'm a personal shopper, so I teach everyone to shop wisely, to use your money wisely. I've been shopping and wisely because I've been just spending more than what I should be spending on this certain thing that's not that important, even though it's something that I love. Because I should be paying the things that I owe to be just relieved from a lot of stress in my life that it's actually making me want to make more purchases. It's just a vicious cycle. One thing that I want to know, I'm not going to tell you guys how much I owe, but it's a lot. And I told you I never miss a payment, but I always pay a ton, more than I should, and then I overspend way more than what I paid, so that doesn't make any sense. So I'm always failing with my payments because I spend way more than what I can pay. So one thing that will make me happy is to tell you guys if I finish paying a credit card. So for example, I owe money in 3 different credit cards. They don't have the same, I don't owe the same amount in all of them, but they're called A, B, and C, and I'm gonna label them in my notebook. One is from Colombia and the other 2 are from the US. And I'm gonna tell you guys every time I finish paying a credit card or if I'm going halfway from the goal so that you guys can be excited for me. I'm also paying my car and I have 2 loans, one here in Colombia and one in the US. So I will let you guys know how everything is going even though you don't know the amount. This no buy will be for makeup, skincare, hair, so basically beauty products. And I'm also gonna include Amazon impulse shopping because I buy a lot of stuff on Amazon. Another thing you need to know is that sometimes I will buy backups. The reason why is because if I'm gonna order Bioderma, I live in Colombia, they sell it here, but they sell it for a price that even if I ship it from the US to here, it's still like double the amount. So I'm not gonna ship one Bioderma that's gonna cost me $24 of shipping from the US to here, when the three of them would cost me $24 to ship from there to here. And Bioderma is a staple product that I go through. And I always have to have one for my kids and one for myself. So always when I'm in the last bottle, like I'm right now, but I haven't shopped, I always order the 3-pack. And it will last me a while. And I'm good with it. I don't waste it. And I decided that I'm going to use Bioderma on myself. And I'm going to buy Garnier Micellar Water for my clients, and my aunts are gonna do it with coupons and they're gonna send it to me here. So I'm gonna be trying to save in every aspect, but I'm the kind of person that, since I don't live in the US and I don't have access to a Sephora or to a place where I can go purchase it and come back home, or order it online and get it 2 days after, sometimes I will have to buy backups, or sometimes I will have to accumulate purchases in order to make them, because it's gonna be way more expensive to ship them here. But I'm not gonna make purchases that are just crazy out of nowhere. So I will still be purchasing things, but only when I finish all of the items that go into one category. So it's a replacing categories type of no buy. It's not like I'm just not gonna shop anything at all. Also, you guys need to know that I'm gonna be doing a makeup series called my makeup inventory or makeup collection. So it's gonna be basically what I'm starting my no buy with, so that you know how many products I have from X category, and that way you'll know how I'm going through the year, or if you will know if I'm gonna need to purchase anything from that category during the entire year. To keep track of my expenses when it comes to beauty products and Amazon stuff, whatever, I'll be writing down every time I make a purchase the amount that I'm spending on products, and I'll be conscious with my purchases and see if I really need a product, then I will buy it. I told you on my first video that I was gonna have 12 items that are free passes for the entire year. That would basically be one item a month without including staples. The reason why I chose to do that because I have a beauty channel, but I'm rethinking that. So maybe 6 of those products could be brushes, because brushes last me a while and I use them a ton on my kit, and my business is growing and sometimes I run out of brushes when I'm on a job. So brushes would be 6 of those, and brushes are an investment. I have brushes that are about 6 years old and they're going strong. And then the other 6 are just free passes for a palette, a blush, or whatever I want to buy. But I will be thoughtful when I purchase it, and I will give you a reason, and I will try to make myself change my mind about the product if I can. And I don't really need to purchase the 12 products. So if I feel like they're not something that I would use in my collection, then even if I only purchase 3 things a year, that would be okay. I don't need to go overboard. So 6 random products and 6 brushes for the entire year. That's something crazy for me, since I purchase stuff like crazy. By the way, on my panic purchase, I bought the Wayne Goss face set that he released. That was like $200 and something that I do not have, and you guys, like it's bad. So that's why I started doing this. The rest of the purchase are gonna be, if I finish my entire inventory of concealer, then I will be allowed to get one that I love, that I wanna get, that I love or that I wanna get. And again, I wrote down here, my kid foundation purchases do not count. If I run out of a shade, I need to replace it. It's my job, but I'll be mindful of the purchases that I make, even for my kids. It's not the year to try the things, it's the year to finish my things. And that's so true, because I have a lot of things on my kit that I could get a lot more use out of. I need to buy 3 foundations. That I realized yesterday, and this weekend I'm gonna have a huge wedding. So I know I'll probably run out of 3 of the colors that I use the most on my clients. Thank goodness there's a 20% off and $15 off at Ulta. So I'll be able to use that towards these 3 foundations, and I have like $21 of points at Ulta. So I'll be able to get those 3 foundations for a lower price. But also a thing that I'm doing is I have a few drugstore foundation and foundations that I'm not using that I know that look beautiful in pictures. And I'm mixing a little bit of those with these expensive Estee Lauder foundations, and they work beautifully on the skin. It even thins it out a little bit to make it even more beautiful than it is, and still long wearing in this humid weather. I'm trying to prolong the time of my foundations, even on my kids, and I have to say, my foundations so far, they last about 2 years because I know how to stretch them. It just happens that I'm running out of 3 because I've been extra busy, thank God. And I just entered my no buy and realized that I needed to purchase them. So it's not cheating. And I'm not going to buy anything that's not that, like if I'm buying that, maybe I'll get samples, but it's not a happy purchase. I've been thinking about it and thinking about it and thinking about it. I even wanted to show them to you guys. So you can see right here the line. This is running really low. Then this is another shade, and that's running right here, super low. And then the last one, this is like right here. Before my no buy on the panic purchase, I also placed another purchase that was for my kids, and I ordered 2 of those foundations, but shades that I was missing. But now these 3 that are shades that I always use, they're running really low. And in my case, I'm also not gonna let a product be completely finished. If I have my last concealer, and if it's gonna go in a week or 2, then I'll be placing the order 2 weeks in advance because, like I said, I don't find those products here in Colombia and I have to get them shipped to me. So I will place the order in advance, and I will tell you guys on my empties or on my update videos what I purchased if I ended up purchasing something, because I know that not every month is gonna be a month to make purchases. My first goal is gonna be to pay my Colombian credit card. So that would be the first goal that you guys will know when I finish it. So I think in about 2 months, I'll be able to pay off that credit card and I will just scratch it. And another thing that you guys need to know is that everything I'm gonna pay cash. And last but not least, since I'm a personal shopper, I get points for purchasing with my Ulta credit card, but that credit card, I'm super good using it. I always use it to buy my clients' products, and then the points that are left in the card, I use them for myself, but I always pay that card right away. So that card is always on a zero balance. As soon as I buy something, I pay right away because my clients give me the money to pay that card. So those points, I wanted to tell you that maybe they won't count. I haven't decided this yet, but maybe they won't count towards my 6 items. Maybe they will. But if I make a purchase with those points, it will be a conscious purchase. I will be so ashamed, guys, of just showing up with 6 eyeshadow palettes here on this channel that I know I won't be doing that because I have you to make me accountable. And that's a big thing. I was just gonna thank you guys because the support that I received on that no buy video was amazing. And I'm hoping for you guys to keep supporting my no buy year completely, just giving it a thumbs up and just commenting. Even if you have a struggle, whatever it is, if I'm helping you, I'm helping myself. And if you're helping me, you're helping yourselves to stop purchasing stuff that you don't need. So it's sort of a we can do it together type of thing. And it will make me more excited to post content of my no buy year, if that makes any sense. So my Ulta points, I haven't decided yet, but everything I purchase is gonna be a thoughtful purchase. I'm gonna know why I'm buying something and if I really want it in my collection and if it really has room in my collection. So that's it, guys. I don't think I left anything out. It's just gonna be a year to remember. I'm hoping that I can change my shopping habits. I'm hoping that I can change my mindset. I'm hoping that I can enjoy not having to pay a lot of things monthly. I'm hoping to just remove that burden from my shoulders, and just feel more free to just be happy and not be always thinking about making purchases. For example, my closet, I'm a person that I'm so bad at shopping clothes for myself. I have t-shirts and you guys see me wearing them on almost every video. They're sort of a uniform. I have to replace a few because those are the ones that I use to work and I use them for everything. But at the beginning of the year, I got rid of 90% of my closet because I wouldn't fit into the clothes. Now that I went into keto diet, the ketogenic diet, I lost weight and I would have fit in those clothes, but I got rid of it. So a lot of times I don't have things to wear. And I'm not a compulsive shopper when it comes to clothes. So I would like to have a better closet. I'm an image consultant as well, so I always need to look put together. Even if I'm in t-shirt and shorts, I have to be put together and presentable. So making smart purchases for my closet, I'm rebuilding it in a way that is going to be useful for my freelance makeup artistry and my freelance image consulting business. It's going to be something that I can look forward, but everything I'm going to pay cash. Like everything I'm going to put money aside to buy this outfit that will be useful for years to come. So I will be just making my closet better, but paying cash and separating money to buy everything that I want. I won't be purchasing and putting a heavy weight on my credit cards because they don't need it. I'm gonna just buy things smartly, and that's my entire goal. I want to be a better person when it comes to my finances, and I want to have less weight on my shoulders. So that was everything, guys. Thanks for the support. Please give this video a thumbs up if you haven't already. Also, leave me a comment below telling me if you're gonna do this no buy with me, and if you have a channel and you're doing a no buy, let me know, because watching videos that are related to no buy help me a lot. And tell me, what's the hardest product that you are leaving behind when doing a no buy? For me, it's blushes and eyeshadow palettes, which are products that I don't really need and I have a ton of. But those are the hardest for me because they're fun, and foundations as well. So I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.